up, guys? What we have today, we're at the London GT in London, obviously. My first opponent is Cameron Bell. Hello, Cameron. Cameron lives about 15 minutes away from me, so we've travelled all the way to London just to play each other. But there was a good crack because we're staying in the same hostel tonight. So Cameron's just going to go through what his army is at 400. This is an escalation tournament, so you play 2 games at 400, 2 at 600, but just adding an additional 200 points to your list, and then 2 games at 800, again same process. But your hero models can't be changed throughout, so essentially they have to remain the same. You can mix and match a few different troops, but the idea is your core has to be here at 400. So what have you got, mate?
So we've got the leader with Gulliver, and then I've got an Orc captain.
Gulliver is a general of Valor, and then you've got your Orc captain.
So yeah, get it in there for the march over Barrow White.
And he just had armour and shield, didn't he?
Yeah, that was it.
And then
two Warg Riders with shields.
Yep.
And then a Spectre, so just one Spectre, and then 19 Orcs, either with spear and shield, and a couple of guys just for the points.
So just standard Orcs, a couple of Warg Riders for your objectives, Spectre to pull people around for Gulliver, and then your captain for March.
Exactly, which was handy this game.
It definitely worked well.
Yeah.
You've done a fantastic job painting them. I do really like the bases. I pointed them out before when I played you. And yeah, the scenario really did. Sorry, pause that for the loudspeaker announcement.
Yeah, so it sounds like you shut up now.
So where was I? Oh yeah, we're just talking through the scenario, weren't we? So scenario was Sea Surprise.
Yeah.
So it's the worst possible one for me, being a dwarf army. My dwarf army, as you can see here, you may have seen it on the channel or on Instagram. It's Balin, who's my general. He's a leader of legend, and a dwarf king. We've got 6 Vault Warden teams, 3 Iron Guard, 1 Khazad Guard, and 1 Dwarf Ranger with bow. So nothing too exciting. My model count's only 19 when yours was 24.
Yeah.
So you outnumbered me. You had more fast-moving models, and we both had March, which was the only other factor.
I mean, it's not. I don't think anyone particularly likes the scenario, but when it was drawn, and I saw you had dwarves, and I've got a Gulliver.
I think
it's in my favour.
I like the fact that this could be random, that you pick it up on the 4+.
Well,
the one I don't like is heirlooms, because even if you have the heirlooms and get smashed, you can still technically draw.
Yeah.
The opponent just has to then wipe you out completely to get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right, there isn't that aspect to it. What happened is Gulliver jumped on the prize turn 1.
Yeah, but it then took him 4 turns to pick the bloody thing up.
Yeah.
He just sat there.
I think it was 2 turns. 2 turns you didn't pick it up. And then on the 3rd one you picked it up, but couldn't move because it ended your move. But by that time you'd won the heroic move off to get in front of it, so it stopped me getting to him. Yeah. And then you just flew over this building and then basically combated him off the board.
Yeah.
So the game ended 7-3 because I broke you on the final turn.
I was going to say your final turn was just to smash about 8 orcs in the face.
I had to do something. And again, I couldn't kill your general because your general had flown off the board. Yeah. But it ended 7-3, so I did give it a good shot, but I couldn't win that one.
I think, if I'd picked it up sooner, I think I would have then not.
Oh, it's a whitewash. You just go, right, I'll just pick it up turn 1, I'll fly away from you because you're 5-inch movement, game over.
I mean, yeah, that was the plan, but unfortunately couldn't find it.
No, luckily for me. It gave me some points at least.
Yeah.
But it was a great game, played in good spirits anyway. And good luck for the rest of your tournament, Cam.
You too, buddy.